You know what? This day just cannot get any better. Last hour, we made a delicious holiday dish using great Canadian cheese. And just when you thought things could not get any more awesome, more cheese and beer. Tina Wolfe is a brand ambassador with Mad and Noisy Hops and Bolt's India Pale Lager. She's here this morning to warm things up with a spectacular soup. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm really good. It smells amazing over here.
Fantastic.
First of all, how do I get to be a brand ambassador?
Well, many years of study, lots of research.
Lots of research.
It takes a lot of effort. So if you're up for the task, I think you could probably work towards it.
I may have some reps under my belt.
Okay.
Let's talk about Mad and Noisy. Now, is this is under the Creemore family?
That's right. So it is a part of Creemore Springs, and it is a really fun opportunity, Mad and Noisy, for the brewers to go a little crazy, to go a little wild, and to make some beers that they wouldn't normally get to make under the Creemore Springs banner. So,
okay. And what do we? So this is the India Pale Lager.
Yes.
What are the characteristics of that? It smells wonderful.
It is really exciting because it's hoppy. So hops are, we've got some of these hops pellets here, so they grow and they take the the flowers from the hops, and then they get compressed down into these pellets. This particular beer, the Hops and Bolts, has 5 different types of hops. So you're going to get this beautiful aroma, and you're going to get this really fresh, crisp, clean taste. And if you just, take a little smell on those hops there, you get the grapefruit, and you get that really beautiful, pithy, sort of citrusy flavor.
Okay, so this is what we're using this morning. We're not we're drinking it. We're gonna
Not yet.
Not yet. It's something or other. We're going to cook with it. So what are we making today?
Okay, so what we're going to be making today is a Mad and Noisy garlic and cheddar soup. So it brings together the beer and the cheese and the warmth of a beautiful bowl of soup. So to get started, we already put together some minced garlic. So we have about 8 cloves in there, because garlic is good for you, of course.
This time of year especially.
Yeah, for sure. So we've got the onion in here and also the minced garlic with a little bit of olive oil. So to that, we're going to add about 1 large potato. Real easy. It's a nice way to sort of thicken up that soup without adding a lot of extra fat.
And have you already parboiled that potato?
For the magic of television, yes, we have.
But you don't have to necessarily.
No, you wouldn't necessarily need to do that. So you can parboil those, or you can actually just let it simmer and soften with the broth. So we've got the potatoes in there, and this is really, really tasty. I've taken garlic, just the whole head of garlic, and roasted it. So if just the straight up garlic isn't good enough, this adds that extra soft, beautiful layer to that. So about 3 heads, kind of squeezed and squirted in there.
Mamma mia.
It's a lot of garlic, but because it's been roasted, you're going to get those caramelly, beautiful flavors coming through there. So in addition to that, we're just going to add in our broth. Today, I've chosen a vegetable broth.
Okay, can you use a different kind of stock if you want it?
Yeah, I wouldn't use beef, but you could use chicken. I think that would work really nice as well.
Okay. And by the way, we do have this recipe posted to our website at breakfasttelevision.ca.
So it's really, really simple. You just add everything in there. We're going to see if the stove is working friendly with us this morning and just bring that up to a boil. And just going to let that simmer away at home, probably about 20 minutes or so. Here, we'll see if we can sort of nuke that up and get that boil coming up there.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And cheese at some point. So at what point do you add the cheese?
What I would do is bring this all up and let everything simmer and get it beautiful. Once that is bring up to the boil, we're going to add a little bit of spice. We've got some smoked paprika, a little bit of cumin, and then of course the beer.
Of course the beer.
Yes,
okay, so that's all after it's set to boil.
Yeah, so bring this up to the boil, then you're going to add your spice and your beer. You don't want to add your beer too soon. You're going to sort of knock out some of those more delicate flavors. And then once that's done, we could just add that cheese and melt it in until it's all creamy and beautiful.
Now, if you wanted to use, we're using cheddar today.
Absolutely.
Could you use a different cheese?
You sure could. Like if you wanted to use a goat cheese or something like that, it would just melt down really, really nice. Today, chosen a nice aged cheddar, and that sharpness is going to counteract and balance with the hoppiness and that little bitterness on the beer really nicely.
Okay, so this is the finished product.
That's it.
Nice and creamy and lovely and healthy.
It is pretty
It
healthy,
is pretty healthy.
actually. All that garlic and just a little bit of cream and just a bit of cheese.
Just a bit of cheese. You know what? It looks absolutely delicious. And where is this available in the city, by the way?
Yeah, so the Mad and Noisy, the Hops and Bolts, you can get it at most Calgary Co-op locations, and of course Willow Park is an excellent resource.
I think I already mentioned that this would look very nice under my tree. Really nice to meet you. Excited to sample this at a later time in the day.